Ui, berhenti. Krok.
Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon to Miss Fakria. We are from Group 8, BBI 2423. Before we proceed, let's us introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Ishamuddin bin Abdul Talib. My metric number is 185692.
My name is Muhammad Aziz bin Muhammad Abdul Razak. My metric number 185711.
My name is Amir Rafi bin Amdan. My metric number is 182317.
My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Muhammad Yusuf. My metric number is 185862.
My name is Muhammad Faiz Ismail. Metric number is 185561.
Okay, I think we can begin our discussion. So first of all, how are you guys? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you feel
Fine.
alright? Or
Yes, comfortable.
Alright. Okay. For today, our discussion is about the inability to speak one language or more than one language may cause a socio-economic gap in Asia. Do you agree, or do you think you not agree? So
I agree with having the ability to speak more than one language can cause a socio-economic gap. Because yesterday I see a job advertising template that needs someone that can speak more than one language to work for the company.
okay, see.
I think nowadays the job qualification require us to speak more than one language, such as maybe we need to speak Mandarin and English, because the globalization occurs right now, and many companies venture into a multinational type of business
Okay.
that require them to have the workers to speak in English. And we all know that in Malaysia, most Malays we speak only Malay, and also that causes the socio-economic gap, because the person that cannot speak English cannot get a job, and cause them to have an employment that can cause poverty. How about you?
Okay. I think I agree with Afiq points. He said that people with one language is not or company or business or jobs requirement is quite difficult actually if we speak one language only. So we have to speak multi-language. So in my opinion about multilingualism, is in sport. Okay, athlete. For example, athlete in Malaysia who travel to or doing their program or event at overseas, they have to speak that country language. So people or athlete with multi-language, they know how to speak others language is easier to communicate with others.
And also to train.
So
As a play sport, easy to teamwork, right?
yes, they can communicate easily. If they don't know how to speak, for example English, because English is a global language, I think. People who cannot speak in English, they have a little bit difficult in communication. So in terms of sport or others language, if they don't know, it's quite difficult actually. So do you think?
Yes, might add something to your point. Okay. Okay, I want to add something. Yeah, in sport, which is if we hire the coach from the field outside, like that. So the players itself, for example, football players need to communicate in English. So if that player only can able to speak Malay, so it hard to understand what coach want to say to them. And then okay, my point is relationship. Okay, in relationship we can include friends and family. Okay, for friends, I think if you want to get a closer friend from various culture or races, you need to speak with their language. For example, they become comfort with people who can speak and knows their culture, right? So, and in that situation, the uh, friends can we can get closer friend with other races and culture. And then for family, I think in the mixed marriage is the multi language is more is important because in order to communicate with both of family, the language of the culture of the race, right, is important. For example, if that one person married to Chinese, right,
Okay.
so the language, the that person is need to know the right Mandarin language.
Okay.
For example, they want to join the event, family event in Chinese side family, right? For example, kongsi pacai. So if all the people in the event speak Mandarin, so if that person not understand, so it hard to communicate.
Yes.
So here can occur the economic gap between in this point which is relationship.
I agree with your point. What is you say culture?
Relationship.
Yes, relationship. But sub point you said culture, right? So I want example about your culture. For example, if you talk to a man like what language he understand, for example, English, right? He the uh, the message come to his head. But if you talk his language, for example Chinese, right? If you talk Chinese language, it will come. It will go to his heart because yeah,
Oh,
he will appreciate you.
deeper.
It will come deeper. But same information, but just different language. Okay. Back to my point. My point is travel. Uh, what advantage we have more than one language for travel is if we go to travel easily, we want to go somewhere, right, without without what we ask people, without difficulty, easy to travel without help from foreigner. Besides that, if we had another country, if they have religious festival, we can participate, and easy we want to communicate with them, easy to teamwork, easy to play lah.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to add
Oh, you
some.
want to add first, okay?
Yeah. So
Go for it.
at your point, you said that who want to travel to other country, they have to know the language of that country. So it's easier to them to communicate with local
Easy to
Local.
communicate, easy to read any signboard.
any signboard. Yes. Oh, that's quite good. So what do you think?
I see your all of your points. That's very interesting. Like Faiz is relationship, Hisham sports, Afiq and job qualification, and Aziz in travel. Okay, I want to discuss my point, which is multilingualism in education. Multilingualism in education is more important to us and to all of the others because when a foreign student come to, for example, Malaysia, they should know a little bit about Malay language.
Yes.
For example, saw in the WhatsApp group when we talk Malay language. I think
They don't know
don't know
what
what
we
we
discuss.
we say or we discuss. So in that we also should uh, speak English to give
To
the
Member understand.
yes
to make them
them understand. Beside that, the lecturer also teach us using the English, right?
English, yes.
So uh, when the beside that like the slide also in English.
English.
The lecturer cannot give the slide in Malay because sometimes the foreign country not understand what if the lecturer put Malay slide, they don't understand what the slide contain.
Okay. Can I add something?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. For me, I saw that in the class, the lecturer also sometimes use Malay language.
Yes.
So for the foreign student, they don't understand, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, in BBI class, the lecturer only
Only
use the English, right?
English.
So then they can understand.
Yes.
But for example, our marketing class, right? I Pak An and Haziq in same class, but the lecturer sometimes use Malay language. And then for foreigner, they should learn Malay language also for understand
Understand
what lecturer says. Sometimes lecturer also use Malay, so it's important to them.
I want to add my point. We must learn the other language from the at early age because when we get the language, we can easier to learn or communicate with others.
I also agree because our language, our mother tongue is Malay. So
Yes.
if can practice in earlier age, so it become our. For example, we practice Mandarin at earlier age, right? So we can fluently speak in the future like our language using Malay, right? So
Besides that, I think our references we focus on English or others country. So others country they use English. So people with who know others language, they will find more. They have benefit
More benefit.
from that. Beside the people who just know one language only. So the reference, I think we we focus or we refer to others country reference as our reference.
I think we all can conclude that we support the discussion that having the ability to speak more than one language can give us a good benefit and also can give us a socio-economic gap compared to the person that cannot speak more than one language. Because let's say for this topic, we can summarize that for Paan, he chose education as the topic. He says that foreign student cannot understand Malay language, and also the foreign students are lacking the knowledge in order to get knowledge from our own lecturer. Sometimes the lecturer in Malaysia they use Malay language. That's why the foreign student maybe doesn't know what the lecturer is speaking. So the student is lacking the information that can get that can cause himself to not have a good grade and maybe get a bad result in the examination. Also for Rishamuddin topic that he chose about sport, we can say that having the ability to speak more than one language can affect the sport abilities, like he can train better, he can understand what the
Strategy.
structure is teaching the strategy and many more. And also for Faiz topic regarding relationship, we can say that the ability to speak one language can give us many more friends and give us a better understanding about the other culture, the other person perspective, and many more. And also for the last topic is about Haziq, about the travel. Can say that having the ability to speak more than one language can give us what called an ease in traveling around the world compared to the person that cannot understand what this person from other country is talking about. Okay, we all support that having the ability to speak more than one language can give us a benefit. That's why I want to conclude that discussion is very good, and thank you, Ms. Fakria, for spending your time to listen and watch what our discussion is all about. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, skip.